Oh, it's a little bit darker than I needed it to be. Sweet Jesus. Well, well, well. Hello, hello, hello. It's late. I know it, but I want to sit down and just talk to you all on this early morning. I want to talk to you, the coward that always has something to say, but can never say it to my face one-on-one. You didn't want to have a sit down, but I'm going to have a sit down with you anyway. So here we go. Let me tell you something. While you thinking someone's jealous of you, or you thinking somebody asking God, why are they blessed and I'm not? Sweetheart, let's just make this thing very plain. I think you forgot all the times we were at church and, your husband shared his testimony. Or did you not forget? I mean, he shared it publicly, how you weren't his girlfriend. He had a girlfriend before y'all got together. Yeah, how you invited him to the youth group. Oh, yeah, the young adults group. Oh, yeah, how you all went to college together and you played basketball. And I'm telling you, once again, don't play with me. Go play you some basketball. You feel me? What do you do with a bounce? With a basketball, you bounce it. Better yet, go bounce, but quit playing with me. I guess you forgot that he told us that, when he asked to marry you, he told you straight up, we'll wait on love. We're doing this for ministry. Love can come later. Oh, I guess you forgot he told us that too, right? I guess you forgot that he told us that when y'all lived in that big house together, that he was like, man, we might as well make some babies. And that's why you wind up having kids. Not that you wanted kids. It was because, see, here's the thing. Let me break this down to you. Let me share something with you. My mother and my father. My father is from Africa. They met at Knoxville College. But what my mother told me was this. My dad's African. Africa, como tiene, and what? Okay, so my father's African, my mother's American. But guess what? My dad needed his green card. My dad needed an American citizenship. Actually, my mother married another African after my dad later. And she married him for money because he needed a green card. So that's the story I was told. So here's the thing. You haven't made it in life. You married a man with money from Africa who needed his green card. Y'all had to have children to consummate the marriage. He didn't love you then. He only loved you because of the kids now. I'm sure he's already told you this. Because when he tells the story about David and Micah, he said Micah was his first love. Past tense. Was his first love. Past tense. Was his first love. It's amazing how you don't listen to the words that come out of your husband's mouth. But yet your wife of the year. Girl, stop. And let me tell you something else. I'm still cleaning up your mess from the people that you heard at that church. Everyone you heard at that church, I seem to come in contact with because God sends me to check on them or call them. I was cleaning up your mess while I was a member of that church. People that would come to you for prayer that you didn't have time to pray for. So make no mistake, this message is for you, since you always want to sit up here and try to make a message to me, but you don't want to sit down with me. This is my prayer time, and I woke up and I said a prayer, and the Lord said, sit down and have a talk with this coward. It's just amazing to me. I can't go into too many details because then I'll tell too much of your, kid's father's business. But make no mistake about it, I do remember he told us that he was not your boyfriend. He had a girlfriend, I remember he told us that he was rich and had money. I mean, you thought you hit the jackpot with him, and then bam, having kids too. Ain't nobody stupid. But baby girl, you haven't made it. Let me tell you when you've made it. When you can put your kids first. You don't even put your kids first, sweetie. Like, you know, they got a good dad. But you, dear, sorry, you're not one of them mothers who naturally got the nurturing gene. And it shows. And everybody that go to that church can see that much. And, you know, you may feel like it's his job to make sure those kids are dressed right. You may feel like it's his job to make sure their hair cut. You may feel like it's his job. No, baby, you're mom. It's your job. It's your job to cook for them children. It's your job to make sure those children are dressed nicely and appropriately. I mean, you make sure you have on your tennis shoes and stuff. I mean, dang. You make sure you got your hair braided. You make sure you looking good. I cannot stand mothers who care more about, hey brother, how you doing, sis? Brother, I'm sorry, God bless you, but like, you take more care of yourself than you do your children. I don't like women like that. If you can't take care of your children, there's a problem. I mean, why did you have them? I mean, I don't care if you had them for the guy. Like, you make sure your hair done, you make sure you have on nice clothes, you make sure you have on nice shoes. But then when they show videos of your children don't look as nice as you, sis. Like, you need to get yourself together. Like, how you go look better than your children? I cannot stand women like that. I can't. And y'all think it's cute, and it's not. You know, and then you got small children. There's no reason for your small children not to be dressed nice. I'm telling you. One thing's for sure and two things for certain. My children would even dress better than I would dress. I would make sure my children look better than me many times. What? Nobody go sit up around and be like, dang, her kids looking like that. No, my kids will look better than me. We go out in public, my kids were always looking better than me. And then until they got old enough to wear what they wanted to wear, because they were like, Mom, I'm tired of you dressing us up all the time. But I just like for the children to look nice. I just feel like that's what we should do as moms. But once again, you know, the Lord allowed me to get on here and talk to you, coward, because I guess you forgot what the testimonies that were shared in church publicly. So no, don't nobody wish they were you. No, don't nobody feel like you just blessed and you all that, because we know that you had to marry that African. He needed his green card. He needed his citizenship. And I'm pretty sure he done got it by now. So poof, be gone. Like, he don't need you. You are really just a nuisance. You know, and ain't nobody stupid, because once again, my mother and father, you know, my dad was African. My mother's American. You know, it is what it is. My dad is African. My mother's American. You know, there's so many American women that sit up here and they marry Africans for them to get their green cards. Like, this been going on throughout history, baby. What you doing ain't nothing new. But I guess you forgot he shared his testimony. I mean, I guess you forgot he told us he did not love you. He married you for ministry. I guess you forgot that he told us you were not his girlfriend. He had a girlfriend. I guess you forgot he told us these things publicly at the church. So once again, don't play with me. Play with your kids. Better yet, go play basketball. You make it plain. You miss playing basketball, college basketball. Girl, let me tell you something. Go play you some basketball and bounce. Believe me alone, I am not the one for you to play with.